Hey guys, this is King with PrepSmartKitchen.com, and I'm here to show you how to make my basic quinoa and lentils plus chicken. This is kind of like a normal lunch recipe that I bring to work, and it works really well with meal prep. And so for the first video of this channel, I really want to set you guys with this really easy go-to bedrock for meal prep. Alright, so the first basics that we got going on. Lentils, just regular green lentils. These are pretty easy. You don't have to soak them overnight like you do with beans. Next we got just our basic quinoa. This is tricolor quinoa, so it's going to have red, white, and black quinoa in there. Over here we're going to go with kind of a Brooklyn inspired kind of spice. And then we're going to use chili flakes, oregano, and garlic. And then of course we have salt and pepper. Normally I use cracked, but we're just a bit low on it at the moment, can't use it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to get 1 cup of lentils and 1 cup of quinoa. We're going to boil it in a full thing of chicken stock. This is really it. This is all we need. So we got our lentils and we got our quinoa. This is basically just 2 cups, 1 cup lentils, 1 cup quinoa. This will feed you for 5 days, 5 meals. It is a lot of protein. Here, we're just going to dump it in. Nice and easy, and we're going to get our chicken stock. So just going to end it like that. Real easy. You know, if you're new to cooking, this is something that you can make really easily. You're not really doing more than just boiling them. Avocado oil. So I prefer to use avocado oil just because it's neutral and it has a high smoke point. If avocado oil isn't available, you can probably use canola oil. If you are going to use olive oil, just use regular olive oil. Don't go extra virgin. So we just got to be a little bit careful. That should be add a little bit more. But basically, we're just going to put those spices into this oil, and then that's going to, in turn, go into the chicken, and then the chicken goes into here. And in the meantime, we are going to get to our chicken. We're going to cut this up. So let me show you guys how we're going to do this, because we're going to cut it in a julienne style. And juliennes are easy, so I like to kind of do it upside down. And sometimes I'll just sort of cut this way. I'm sure a bunch of people in France will say I'm doing this wrong, but basically we're just going to cut this in long strips. Julienne is a French cooking technique, by the way, or at least they're just the ones that kind of named it first. Put this into nice long strips. That's basically what our julienne is. So you get all these kind of nice strips, and you kind of just pull them together. And then we're just going to cut them the other direction. And we're going to get nice little pieces. So we do that. And you see how quick that was? And just boom, done. It's already there. We already got this big old pile of cut up chicken. And this is almost exactly a pound, this amount you see right here. Chicken right here, all cut up, and what we're going to do next is get back to the tempering. So we're going to start with our chili flakes, and we're just going to kind of pop those into it. It doesn't matter if you put them on the dryer or directly in the oil. We are going to make sure that the oil kind of gets all of it anyways. Oregano kind of dries up the oil, so do be a little careful with this. If your pans do run dry, you might think to yourself, maybe I need more liquid after you put in the oregano, but it should be okay if you kind of dial it around correctly. A little bit of garlic. Fresh garlic is preferred. I just happen to have this dry garlic that I'm going to use. And we're going to put a little bit of salt. This is kosher salt specifically. I like kosher salt because it is coarse, which adds a bit more texture as you're eating. So we have this, and it's tempered. You don't really need to cook it for too long. Throw in our chicken. And then we're going to put in some cooking wine. One thing I want to explain is cooking wine. This stuff is really great when you're trying to, prevent the foods from drying out. When you're putting dry seasonings on and you have all this heat, the seasonings, like, they won't distribute evenly. So when you add this cooking wine, it kind of like allows things to kind of mix more uniformly, prevents things from burning, prevents things from drying out, and it also adds kind of an acid. Like they say, the Holy Trinity is salt, fat, and acid. And we're still waiting for this to boil. So I reduced the heat for here, basically turned it off. So we got our chicken is done, and we got our quinoa finished. So we're gonna mix this first. It's kind of like that, real easy. Kind of a nice balance between the two, and just kind of mix them in. And get a couple of handfuls of sprinkles of this cheese. Don't go too hard on the cheese. Maybe just 2 handfuls is really all you really need. Make sure the texture doesn't just turn into like this giant, gooey cheese mess. We're not trying to do that. That's really it. We don't have to wait for it to melt or anything too much, as long as it's mixed in there. Remember, this is going in a microwave next time we take it out, so it doesn't matter too much if it's not fully melted. It will melt when we reheat it. Alright guys, so we're all done. We have it in our pot, and we're going to put it into our meal prep containers. Generally what I found is you can just do about 2 scoops. Just go all the way and then put 2 scoops in, and you just kind of even out the rest. So that's what we're going to do right now. You just get about a scoop like that, and then we're going to get a scoop like this, and then we'll just kind of even it down a little bit. I kind of like to smooth it out. And so next we just kind of start placing the lids on. We'll have it stacked up. Just get this. We'll just excuse the mess a little bit, but this is kind of what our final case looks like. We have all of this. This is plenty of food. This is healthy. This is going to keep you going. And you just put it in your fridge and heat it up about 2 minutes, maybe stir it a little bit in between in the microwave, and you're going to be good to go. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope it saves you a lot of time and money. So this has been King Prep Smart Kitchen. I'll see you in the kitchen. All right, later guys.